Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for September 2023. This is a reading for Aries. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting me and keeping me safe, for protecting the collective and keeping us safe. What are the important messages for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What does Aries need to know for the month of September? See, this is where the North Node is sitting in Aries. So you find that you're projecting more towards the future. Because I'm asking for September, but it's not about September. It's what's coming for the future. What goes on in September is the steps to bring us to the future. Aries. What does Aries need to know? It's coming to an end of a cycle. You're having your abundance, your truth, your destiny is calling. But that is for everyone, not just Aries. We're all ending cycles. And September is the mark of that beginning, where you make a choice. What does Aries need to know? The important messages. Cards are sticky. What does Aries need to know? Well, we have our Knight of Wands, very enthusiastic about love, wanting to go for it. There's that control, sense of taking control, going in, moving into control, coming out of the smoothness and going into. And we have the King of Pentacles with the Empress. So this is about ego, because they're both involved. And then there's that sense of balance, bringing in the balance. But robbing the king. Equal treatment. Secret deals. Making secret deals to go into smooth waters with the ego. Very enthusiastic about love. Making that choice. Making a choice. Enthusiastic about the choice. Choosing, using the ego. Or playing on the ego to win love. It's a shady deal. Done in secret. To win love. Or to choose love. Or to make the choice between two. It's a shady deal. What does Aries need to know? Thank you, Spirit. Let's do one more. The layout is still the same as the previous readings. I haven't decided to change that yet. Not yet. Just a little while again. The first line is for the viewer, so if you're not Aries, then you, the cross watcher, you decide. But the first line is about Aries, the viewer. Again, if you're not Aries and you are the viewer, then you will be mainly affected here. But then you get to place yourself in either of the two. The third line is the outcome for the reading. Bottom of the deck, just making sure it looks good. Bottom of the deck is our Magician. That That's manifestation, not manipulation. Knight of Pentacles, moving very slowly, coming out of lethargy, really bored. Bored with the slow pace. That lethargy. Following intuition. Not wanting to be alone. Bored with being alone. Working on the details to manifest. See that intuition, that wisdom, that it's like it's being fed up. Fed up of being alone, wanting to have more, but more of the same. More of the same. Abundance is not appreciated. The intuition is it's not being appreciated. Working out the details. So having so much and not being satisfied, having more than you need and still not being satisfied, is making trouble. It's bringing in manifestation. So you're manifesting more because you're not satisfied with what you have, so you want more. But then you're not satisfied with what you do get. Tower coming down is what you want. That will make you happy. Destiny, the truth. Taking that chance, bringing in that. Coming down with that tower. Destiny brings in the tower on satisfaction, overindulgence. So the destiny brings in the tower. And it's either there's satisfaction with the tower or the tower is coming down on satisfaction, which will bring it to destroying indulgence. That wish coming true is destroyed. Destiny says that your wish is to be destroyed, or there is a chance. That final betrayal. See the transforming, changing, growing, nurturing a commitment, nurturing an offer for betrayal of the truth. Betraying the truth. The offer is betrayed, and the truth is the destiny that brings in the tower. So the truth brings in the tower. Wishes being granted, satisfaction, indulgence, celebration. The tower comes down on the celebration. There's a lot of ego here. Very huge ego, Aries. Because the ego is being used to get into a relationship that is to have more of the same. The abundance that comes is it's exponential. The abundance of boredom that's going to come or is being manifested. It's strange. It's very strange. Let's see where this goes. We have a lot of leaving and betrayals. Starting off with the self-love here, going into this self-love, this self-satisfaction here is passionate. Someone's leaving. They don't want it. They're walking away from that. That's self-love. They want to walk away. It could be for selfish reasons that they want to walk away. Somebody's very angry. I think that's what's going on here. There's someone who's very angry. Because there's a double sense of ego here. Fires. There's a lot of fire going on here. And we have the first line. See, we have that self-love and that creativity, that passion, that yearning and desire to create and build and go forward and speak and write and talk. For messaging, maybe. But it's double ace, so it's not negative. And this is Aries wanting to have that love, wanting to talk about it, wanting to be in full force. See, she's the grounded queen. Again, what do we have here? We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups. There it is, the King of Pentacles. He's healing that anxiety. He's healing anxiety for a secret. This king. See, here's the King of Cups. He's the one with the secret. But there is a secret going on. It's a secret deal. It's like it's behind the scenes, hidden. And not just behind the scenes, but being hidden. The truth. You see, the Queen of Pentacles knows the truth. This queen here is all balanced with love and conversation and creativity and looking toward the future and wanting that happiness. Is where Aries, this is where you are. Okay, you are established and you want you want to shine, you want your truth, you want your happiness, you worked on yourself enough to bring that to you. And then there's outside forces. See, Spirit says here you have to sit. There's a waiting period. There's stalemate because someone has ill plans. Someone has a strategy of wanting to do shady deals, using the ego, using the strength. So the strength in the relationship, the strength in love, the strength in creativity. Someone wants to use that to bring in a marriage, to bring in that abundance. See, the shining on the abundance here for a king who is very secretive, leaving a relationship, leaving a commitment to go and make a proposal for another one. So going out of one to get into another. Okay, so it seems to be between two, choosing between two. Aries. This is where the stalemate comes in for that productivity, that wanting, not productivity, that enthusiasm. It's building. That's when I say productivity. It's building up. But it has a lot to do with this. Standing in integrity is what will make this queen walk away from the king who wants to use and abuse and manipulate. She will walk away. Let's take some cards. Let's see, what is the sun? Let's start with the sun. Let's see, that's focusing on work. So she is all about productivity. That's where the productivity comes in. She is working, she's building, she's focused. It's very karmic. There's a sense of loss, that missing, that I don't have, and not that I don't have enough, but what I don't have, I'm missing it. Someone's taken it, or someone wants to take it, or she's sensing that. That's why she's ready to walk away, because she's holding on to integrity for loss, and it will end a cycle because it's karmic. This is karmic. Huh? This justice here, this ego and happiness. I mean, for some it's ego, for some it's happiness, but it is going to be justified. The work that is involved here, that focus on using the ego, or focus on going for your happiness and wanting it, is going to It's going to bring in that healing for that sense of loss. It's going to make up for the loss. See, the sun shines on everything. So her walking away and standing in her integrity is going to take away that loss, that feeling of loss, because she's focused. And it'll end the cycle. Well, it's pretty quick there. Yeah, because she's going to go into healing. See, it's even if I was to take the next two cards, it just says that the ego will be healed because new plans are being made because she walks away. There will be no getting around it. The shady deal is not going to disturb this queen. She is too focused, and her abilities, her natural ability to snuff out shady deals, she senses that, so she knows. This is where the Ten of Pentacles comes in and says, well, I don't want, and I want, and I'm leaving, and I'm taking what I have with me. She's not playing, in other words. She's not playing the game of, well, let's see who'll win. No, she knows this is a done deal. You give me a shady deal, I'm not having it. She walks away. What is this? The 12, the Hangman. Ah, there's the disappointment. See, there it is. It's healing. Disappointment because of the king has that sense of lack. He has to choose and he has to follow the truth to heal. And there's that patience coming with that love and abundance by the light of the moon. There will be forgiveness because of truth being spoken. All right, let's stop at that. Usually the higher arcana, we take lots of cards. That's it. So this sense of self-love that she has is to bring her to a marriage and bring in the abundance, because she's working on that. By the moon, she will have that forgiveness, or she'll give that forgiveness, depending on the king. But the king will come and speak his truth, because there will be a victory here, and the healing is there. Because of the truth, because of that sense of lack that this king is feeling, he is going to make a choice and seek out the truth to heal, because he wants to heal that disappointment. He knows that he done wrong by the queen, and that is where the enthusiasm will build up, and it will bring in the integrity on his part to come to the Ten of Pentacles, where he will have his abundance and make his steps towards the marriage. Let's see what the Ten of Pentacles brings. That's it, that building up of boundaries, where the devil says no more to that ego holding back on indulgence. And then there will be a new beginning, fresh start coming out of this Ten of Pentacles, because of the truth. Okay? Because of the truth. We'll leave it there. So let's go see, what is this Knight, this uncertainty. There's uncertainty, but there is a proposal because of this. So let's see, what is this Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's your proposal right there. For that queen, wanting that natural love and unconditional love. See, it's all coming round. It's coming right back to the unconditional love, and life is going to change and grow, and he will become more confident in his proposal because the commitment is there. Okay, we won't go farther than that because this is a deep card here, but it brings in that commitment. What is this Eight of Cups representing? Again, with the truth. If this king tells his truth to the queen, he will walk away, she will walk away, somebody will walk away. It could be another. This is not all one thing, and this is a bunch. So in walking away because of the truth, to celebrate and have that expansion and travel and talking and partying and celebrating is going to put down the burden. That sense of taking back what was lost is going to step up, and again, it is all about the third party, that communication, talking about that sense of, well, not the sense of it, but to talk about the fact that it was done, this upper hand, and trying to control and using and abusing of love and using the ego to win over, or to complicate things, to make things confused so that you can win. It's like trickery. But again, this is what within the next few, say, couple of weeks from now, we're going to have that peak where you're going to feel like you're in an illusion of a relationship. That's the truth that's going to come out. Not everybody, but you're going to see the truth in the lie. You're going to see and you're going to feel, this isn't feeling like a real relationship coming around me. I don't feel like we're connecting. You're going to feel it. You're going to know, because that's where we're at. Pluto is working us over with facing the deep dark secrets, and that is what this king here has. And not just this king, but the king of Pentacles is also working with his ego and using the ego. And there's a double ego. That's his ego plus the Emperor, which is a huge ego put together. And that needs to be worked out. But that is what is being used for some. I mean, you'll recognize it. If someone is really trying to win you over, working really hard at convincing you, tempting you, you'll know. Because you will go off into smooth waters. There will be a choice, divinely guided. It will be with lots of enthusiasm. But very passionate is what I mean. It's going to be passionate, but where you find that the ego is showing itself, you can't miss it. It's really big. That's all I can see at the bottom of the deck here, was this getting more of the same, having more than you need, and not being satisfied, and yet wanting to be in a relationship. So it's a question of choosing. It's a question of choosing and knowing when enough is enough. Going in with that instinct of is indulgence here. But that is where the Tower will come down, because the ego can only go so far. What does this King of Cups represent? See, the truth. Again, this king here. Where is he? King of Swords. I think he's in the bottom there. Now, this is the King of Wands over here. So this King of Swords down here. Yeah, there he is. He's the one who wants to walk away. For some, this is not for everybody. Or the Queen wants to walk away from him because of the truth. See, she is ready to go on her own and divorce and say, I don't need this. Your ego is too much for me. But then there's that celebration and putting down the burden. So for some, this king is leaving happily because he can't deal with the ego trip, maybe of the wife. I mean, it's vice versa, but he's leaving happily. He's celebrating that, wanting to put down the burden and get back what is his, and have a celebration and move into smooth waters with his new choice. That is some. With this queen here, there is integrity. This relationship is going to work out for some. For others, this king here needs to speak his truth, and he'll be caught out by the queen because of betrayal, changing direction. There it is. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. He's coming in with being grounded because of the truth. So the final betrayal is coming. And again, using the ego to get that betrayal, to make a change happen. I did mention with Taurus. I know I was talking about Taurus, where something similar. I mean, out of curiosity, you might want to listen to it, but it's very similar because it depends on the type of betrayal. You see, using a strategy for betrayal to save a marriage. So it's like to catch a thief, you have to become one. And that is what seems to be going on here. Because this king is very determined to change life, direction, because of the truth of a betrayal. And the secret is to be healed. You see? Because he knows what is valuable. And the secret is being healed. Or that is the secret. That there is healing within the secret. And there is a secrecy to heal. So stealing away and go running off to another woman, that is what is being healed. There is a lot of anxiety, there's nervousness, there's worry. But then, because he's not sure that it will work, and remember, the King of Cups has that uncertainty embedded in him, and he has to take it in stride, if you will. He has to go with the notion that he could lose everything. And that is where the worry comes in. That even though he wants to heal the relationship, he knows he can lose everything because of it. Because he wants to heal that secrecy. Or he wants to keep the secrecy. Some of you want to keep the secrecy, and some of you want to heal it. It is destined. Either way, whatever you decide to do, you will get your just desserts because of that strategy. And some of you will have a marriage, and some of you will not. And some of you will end up with a divorce, and some of you will end up with separation and time between you to figure it out. I mean, it just, any scenario is possible with this little bit of a reading here. Because of the anxiety. It depends on the level that you're at in your development, your personal growth. And now that we know that the North nodes have shifted and it's gone into Aries, you have something to look forward to. So don't see it as, well, I'm in the category that I'm going to lose everything. No, even if you do, what you think you've lost brings in a gain, because once you have shifted, see where the shift is turn. See, this is not, this is spirit making that turn happen. Okay, because of the betrayal, there is a shift, there is a change, the major change, and that comes in with groundedness and determination to continue living and continue building and become prosperous, whether it is in finance, like a financial shift, or if it is in a marriage where it is a romantic shift, or relationship wise. But because of the secrecy, you see, it is the secrecy that needs to be healed. As in, you run off and have secret relationships and you think, I won't find out. Well, I found out, and you keep doing it. I will keep finding out, because the worry is there that if I keep doing this, she will keep finding out, or he will keep finding out, depending on your situation. But you understand, it takes that focus to bring in what is destined, which is what is destined is to bring that partnership, to work more, to build on, because you have come face to face with what is the problem. See, this is the problem looking right at you, and your destiny is to work on it and fix it with the Queen and bring in the balance. But then you see the ego, that control, that unfair control is what is the other problem, because that's what started this secrecy in the first place. The ego. It's a huge ego that just can't seem to want to let go. It's holding on to one thing that is not good, and because that one thing needs to let go, you're going to hold on to the other thing that's not good. So you're holding on to two things that don't work for you. You're going to crash, and that's where the tower is going to come down. But you have to work on it, and you will, because the truth will be so overbearing, you won't be able to hold it back anymore. You have to let it out, and it will come out. And once that happens, there's that passion for life, for living, for giving, for working on yourself and things that you know you need to change in your life because of love. You see, you're going to go back into recognizing the work, the effort that was put into this relationship, or the two relationships. If you're between two and you're trying to hold on to one, and you'll have to let go of the other, and you can't decide between the two, well, then you're going to figure it out. You're going to have no choice but to figure it out, because that is the true dilemma here, on who you want to be with in the end. But in the end, you have to stand with yourself. You have to face what is going on inside of you and get that self-love, so you can get to have that passionate relationship with the grounded queen that you know you need to be with. And that is yet to come, if it isn't you here. Okay? This is a very interesting read. Either way, you have a choice to make, and you have to face your inner ego and what you need to grow and change within the self. You will do it. You will. And it will happen for you. Aries. You have a ways to go, but you have that, you don't have the patience, but you'll have to learn about the patience. Thank you, Spirit. And that's where the healing comes in. And destiny is in your court. It's in your favor to have a new beginning. Either way, you're going to learn. And if you feel like you're going to lose something, well, you have to learn how to give up things, people, places, emotions. You have to learn to put that ego down. It's too much. That's what I'm sensing here. It's a big, big ego. And the only way to deal with it is to walk away. What is the oracle message for this reading for Aries? Thank you, Spirit. But your integrity will save you if you're working on it, because you want to tell your truth. You want to stand in it, at least. And that's a beginning. That's a good beginning. To wanting to stand in your integrity. See the fork in the road. You have choices to make. Ooh, serendipity upside down. It's interesting. So things are not going in the way you want them to. Spirit is doing that on purpose to make you recognize where your ego is getting in your own way. And I'm saying that as if it is really the one person I'm speaking to, but it's not. I mean, it's the ego of another person is getting in your way. The ego of yourself may be getting in your way. And this is where Spirit says it's going to stop. It's going to shift. It's going to turn. See the fork in the road. That's the 13. So transformation, definitely a change is what is brought here for this read. And if we're going into change, well, let's see where we were. 12. And the 12 is usually what is hidden. The 12, change in the wind, essential meanings. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. Exactly. That's what all this was about here, that you figured it out, that there is an uncertainty, there is a choice that needs to be made. You cannot eat the cake and then have it right after. It's gone. You have to choose. You have to accept something. And this is where the 13 comes in. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. So you have to make the right choice. And if you're worried about what is the right choice, don't. The one you choose is the right one in the moment that you choose it. How you work through that choice of making the choice and then accepting that you've made the choice will determine how far you go and how much of just desserts you get because of making that choice. But don't think that you're going to make the wrong choice, because the wrong choice is the right choice for the moment that you make it in. In hindsight, you look back and you say, well, that's what I had to work with. And that is what it is. Okay? It's what you had to work with in the moment. So just choose, but choose with confidence. Choose with knowing that that is what you know you want in that moment. We'll read the oracle message on that one. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. It's true. You just have to choose. You have to go within, see that self-love, see that passion for creativity, for direction, for determination, for what you want, for what you think you know you want, for healing. I mean, if you know where you're headed, and if you feel like you know where you're headed, then the choice will just present itself, and you will be able to make your choice. So let's see what serendipity in reverse, 18. Let's see here. Opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck, and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols of magical alignment of events. Well, something is distorted there because it is in reverse. So let's see what the reverse protection message is. Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in this cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. All right, so on that note, we're going to look at this again and say, listen, you leaving what is a tumultuous or very egotistical relationship, or you're seeing that you're being placed in a situation where you will be taken advantage of, because you know your heart, you know your soul, you know your mind. Deep down inside, you can sense what is going on around you. And if it is that you are surrounded by people who are trying to take advantage, or planning and plotting and scheming to take advantage, and you know you need to walk away, it's going to bring you to something better. And this is where I always say, when you're in a third-party situation, it is because you are meant to be there for the time that you are supposed to be there. And when that time is up, it will fall apart. And that is what seems to be happening here. So take heart. You're going in the right direction. Even if you see and feel crowded and suffocated, it will break free because you choose to walk away, or you choose to break down and tell your truth, or you choose to stand in your integrity and be who you are. And let Spirit guide you. On that note, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Till our next read, Aries, love and light.